So I'm just reading learning a little bit of Torah from this week's Torah portion, and I thought it was interesting because last week in the Parsha it was very much like about God, creating this like awareness within the Jewish people about the significance of the Cohens, the high priest, and in a way you could kind of say like, God also instructed Moses in last week's Parsha to the people who made the clothing for the high priest that they should also be like wise people and holy people. And so it sounds like a little bit of division, like different people, different levels, different roles. And so in this week's portion, God asked all the Israelites to give like a form of charity, and in that the poor should not give more than the amount, that the poor should not give less than the amount that God has asked them to give, and the rich shouldn't give more. So, like, say hypothetically, like if, in this case, God is asking for a shekel, but in the idea, like, you could say, like, if God was asked that same thing maybe today, maybe Moses is here or something, and we're all giving a donation, everyone would give a penny, and it doesn't matter if you're a billionaire or a poor person. And so Ben Ezra, one of the great commentators, his thought around the idea is that the reason why God doesn't ask the rich people to give more than the poor people and the poor people to give less than the rich people is because the charity that was given, or charity in general, he's saying is an expression of the soul, and it's coming from the soul. And it makes sense that God would make the Israelites give an equal amount, because you could kind of like parallel that to like every human being. In the United States, one of the ideas is that, we're all created equal and everyone should have equal rights. And so the Torah is kind of saying the same idea, but on a much deeper level. It's saying that no matter what your role is, if you're Moses, if you're like the high priest, or the people who work with the high priest, or just someone in the community who's not so, elevated, that your contribution in the world is all equal. And it doesn't matter what role that we're playing in society, to God, whatever we give to our capacity is all equal. And it goes to the idea of being an American in our Constitution, which is about all men being created equal, but it's because, from a Torah perspective, that whatever we do, whether we're a billionaire or we barely have any money or maybe even homeless, that whatever good that we do in the world is all equal in front of God.